Hey guys, what's up? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. I've already got Bdubzs here with me. He's in voice chat right now. Let me fix my
Hey,
laptop.
what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Let me know if you guys can hear me, if everything's good, volume.
In fact, I think I'm going to change my audio settings in-game here and turn this down a bit.
Yeah, I usually put my settings to like 4 or 3, usually, and then I put my TV volume up, and it like equals out. But when it comes out on the stream, like it's not loud, if that makes sense. It's weird, but I noticed that.
Yeah, and since I'm not going to be playing at least too much, I've got the audio cranked down for myself because I don't really need to hear. And we've already got some summon signs, so I'm pulling people in. And hey, Rabbit, what's up? No
Nice.
name, what's up? I'm a bit loud. Okay, let me see what I can do about that. Hey, Ducky, what's up? Let me see if I can get my audio down. Okay, is that any better for you guys?
It's like really low now.
Let me know. Actually, I just turned on the actual powered audio for my headset, which should help and keep it from breaking up.
Yeah, it's like really low for me in the party. I don't know how chat hears you, but I can like it's like you're whispering.
All right, let me see if I can fix that. All right, looks like oh shit, a bunch of people just started following. That's awesome. I think I had some folks asking about like rules for the duels, and honestly, I hadn't really thought to set any, but if we need to make some up as we go, that's fine. And the split leaf versus PKCS, I personally have a huge problem with the split leaf. I absolutely suck against that weapon. That weapon art. You can't hear me? Okay, let me see what I can do to fix the audio while these guys are fighting here. Is that any better? Let me know if that's improved at all. Okay, it's still, is this any better? Sorry, I'm messing with some of the settings here to see if it fixes it.
The Can you look at the fight? This guy is hitting me literally from half the screen. There's no way I could fight him.
Is the
Like I
latency
have to
really
be
bad?
all the way on the other side of the arena for him not to hit me. Like I can't punish any. See right there, like I was clearly out, like outreach. Like there's no way I can beat him, bro.
Yeah, so, I
Oh
mean,
my God! See right there, I had to roll. Like I'm not outspacing, had to roll. All this that I'm rolling, guys, I'm clearly outspacing in my screen. I just want you guys to. Oh
yeah,
my God, this is
unfortunately,
crazy. I don't know how to deal with it,
I, I,
honestly.
I think this is probably going to be somewhat of an issue. I think we're going to have some folks from probably around the world. I don't know who this player is or where he's located. I would just ask everybody, do your best with respect to the connection. Oh yeah, I can see, man. You guys
Yeah,
traded
it's
right there
it's
like half a
it's
second later.
absolutely terrible, bro. Like I have no opening, I can't punish anything, and everything he does is an auto trade. Like it's the worst type of latency to fight against.
Yeah.
Like my little brother could get on right now and beat me. Like holy shit, I had to roll that, had to roll that. I can't do anything. Like I can't outspace any of his attacks safely and punish him. Like it's just, it's not a thing. Like it counts as I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably no, oh my God, yeah, that's like almost 3/4 of a
I'm try.
second
Oh
of
yeah,
latency.
that was like so much outspacing him right there. Yeah, probably gonna lose.
That's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, silly dog, what's up? So, I mean, yeah, guys, just do the best you can with your connections.
Yeah, there's
Try
nothing I can do.
like reset your
Oh
routers if
man.
you can. Anything that you can do to improve. I know we're gonna have obviously some distance-based latency. In fact, let me.
Yeah, I
I
mean, if you like summon him, if you're here in chat, I'll please try to like restart your router maybe or something because honestly, like, there's no point of us fighting, bro. There's nothing I can do to you right now that's gonna hit you, unfortunately. I'm gonna put my sign by the lever again.
okay, cool.
He's an okay fighter, but he becomes a god with his connection. There's no openings, there's no punishing. He's using very long range weapons as it is that I already have to be right out of their range to punish. And now I can't do that. And even when I give an extra space, I'm still getting hit. Like I can't go in. Maybe if I switch to like a hyper armor weapon and just like not care and just out hyper armor him and try to guess what he's gonna do, I feel like I'll actually have a lot more success with that. But with this setup right here, it's hard.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, looks like we got the Ducky Sphere in here. I've got a number of other summon signs. We've got Old Rabid one. And I think I should have just summoned you, Bdubzs. So you have somebody
Yep.
there waiting for you.
Yeah, I just got summoned.
Hey, B. Huffman, what's up?
Yo, Huffman, how you doing, bro? Well, everybody else too.
So I think I left all the details in the original announcement stream. I don't know if I have them here in the stream for you guys. The password is Amish, soul level 125, PS4. In fact, I'll just go ahead and I'll leave a chat message here in just a minute. I see Ducky's getting a taste of the PKCS.
GG.
Yeah. GG Ducky. Hey, Sad Little Slug, my mic is still low. Yeah, I've been trying to fix that here, and I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. Yeah, Ducky, it's a tough matchup, man. Here, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to leave a chat message here with some of the details here. And then, obviously, guys, just leave your passwords up at the top of the stairs, and I'll try to pick you up. I was thinking about kind of like the best builds to bring here, like if I were gonna try to fight you, Bdubzs. And obviously I know you're focused right now, so you don't have to talk, but I was thinking like on the one hand, PKCS seems like a good choice, but I don't know, man, like you're probably pretty used to that. And so I think probably some sort of hybrid build, like Rapier and Curved Greatsword, or Rapier and Greatsword, something like that. Skip to my Nash,
Yeah.
what's up? G9, what's up? AV Daniel, what's up? It's looking like a pretty good fight. Hey, it's the stream's been going probably only for about 10 minutes now. Hey Swish, what's up? Welcome. Those L1 pumps on the PKCS, man, I am such a sucker for those. I have such a hard time differentiating between those and an actual R1. Oh, good fight.
GG.
Good fight. GG, guys.
GG, Huffman. Yo, G9, Skip was good, bro. Welcome, guys. So this guy's using a different setup right now, the axe and the Uggs.
Oh yeah, that's Rabbit. That's a pretty good setup. He's bullied me quite a bit with that. He gets some good reads.
Do some big damage.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, definitely looks like it too. Punishing build.
I'm not very good with a crossbow. I've screwed around with it a little bit, and I'll occasionally break it out in an invasion here and there. Ooh, nice backstab.
G, bro.
GG, guys. GG, Rabid. Alright, guys. Who's next? I think that's Silly Dog, and I'm not sure who R27. Actually, let me make sure I'm on character names. Hey, Silvestre, what's up? Thanks for joining. I'd love to comment for those of you guys who just joined. There should be a comment in chat giving the information. It's soul level 125, password Amish on PS4 here at Old Wolf. And I'm embered right now, but if I start to have problems with invasions, then I may have to kill myself and unember, especially if somebody starts blocking up the elevator. Although so far it looks like everybody that's gotten summoned has gotten summoned up top, so should be cool. I still haven't figured out how to like reliably reaction roll those. Oh, nice roll catch. I haven't figured out how to reliably reaction roll those crossbow bolts. I've gotten better, but I still suck pretty badly. Oh,
GG.
nice firebomb. Nice firebomb. Bdubzs, let me know if you need a like a blessing or something. I'll drop you one.
Yeah, if I need to like get like crossbows or something, or it gets too low and I want to use it, I'll just let you know. I'll probably get resummoned, or you can drop me some healing stuff.
Okay, cool.
GG, guys, by the way. GG, bro, whatever that was.
And AV Daniel, you can't reaction roll the bolts from medium range even at 60 FPS. Well, that actually makes me feel a little bit better. So I guess the idea is you probably just kind of have to guess, but the problem is if you guess and they don't shoot, then they can on reaction punish your roll, which has happened to me a bunch. Hey, Yuko. Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Nice, very nice.
That's the good thing about that curved sword is if you guess and you trade, it obviously trades pretty favorably. I think that Silly Dog is very good. Nice. I think the one thing Silly Dog's doing really, really well too is he's not letting Bdubzs bully him around and push him around. Having the hyper armor weapon helps with that quite a bit. And obviously gets caught in the blender there. And that's one of the cool things about Old Wolf that is definitely different from Pontiff is you have to be very mindful of where you're standing. Because it's very easy to get pushed into a corner and it's really difficult to get out. GG.
GG, bro.
Good fight, good fight.
Yeah, I got one more. Probably reset after this.
All right, cool.
GG, bro.
That ability to reaction punish rolls is so potent. And actually, Bdubzs and I, if you're gonna Black Crystal, I'll just come down here and resummon you. Or are you gonna keep fighting? You good?
I'll fight this guy. Is he the only one in here?
We've got Yeah, there may be somebody else on the way, but he's the only other person here right
Oh,
now.
all right.
But it's no big deal. You can just Black Crystal, and I'll bring you right back.
Nice. He's playing smart with the straight sword with the bait. Very good.
I know the connectivity. Bdubzs and I were having just a couple warm-up duels in the beginning before the stream started, and the connectivity, at least between the two of us, is maybe the best connection I've ever had. Actually, dueling somebody in Dark Souls it was amazing. No name. If you're referring to something that happened during one of your fights, if it did happen, I didn't notice it.
Jesus. I had some latency between
Yeah, I
us.
saw it look like the latency spike there.
Ooh, I didn't even hit him on my screen. GG.
Good fights, guys.
Is this the last guy here?
Yep, I'll hold off on summoning anyone else, and I'll send you back and
Alright.
bring you back in then. That's an interesting point, AV Daniel, because I typically do not use shields, and it's actually something I'm trying to improve with. And maybe as a consequence, my builds typically have pretty low stamina. Like this build actually has, I think, like 27, which is actually a little high for me, but it also reflects the fact that I tend to play, or at least in the past have played really passively, and that's something else I'm trying to fix. And I've noticed that as I try to fix that, my stamina demands have increased accordingly. Hey, Earl, what's up? So some of the builds I've tried personally, I've tried hand axe and four-prong plow. I've tried like S-stock and greatsword. In fact, I've got a herald on this build that I want to dark infuse, but in order for me to leave this area open, I haven't been able to progress far enough to get the coals to do dark infusion. So I'm gotta figure something out. That's a nice rolling attack.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to go for it. If I R1, he would have got stunned.
Yep. Yeah, I think there. Correct me if I'm wrong. GG. There's just a couple of frames there where you can, if you have a good connection, where you can catch their rolling attack, interrupt it before they actually get it off.
Yeah, if I predict like he knows, I know he's gonna do an R1. If I press R1 before he hits the floor, it interrupts him, and the hype armor is not gonna come out fast enough. If I wait a little bit and mess up the timing though, especially with some latency involved, that could happen. So it's not always gonna happen, but on a good connection, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
GG guys.
That's interesting. You go use a lot of stamina on your invasion builds, because I find that I actually need a lot more stamina on my dual builds rather than my invasion builds. Because usually in invasions, you're not going to get pressured too much unless it's at like Pontiff with like a planned gank and they're chasing you down. That's about the only time that I find that I really need a lot.
Yeah. But what's up, Oro? How you doing, man? And yeah, I agree with what G9 is saying. You can't the 26 endurance thing that people do on PC. I mean, maybe if you're using like the split leaf or something and you're literally never attacking, that could work for you because you're just depending on trades in the combo. But like, you can't really be aggressive. You can't R1 out of things or continue. Like if your opponent is smart, right, and reads you and sees that you've been spending a lot of your stamina, and he makes you spend whatever you have left, you have 26. You won't have any stamina, and if they have 40 stamina, if they have a build like mine, they have more than enough stamina to get you in the blender. You're gonna lose all your health against a really good player that's gonna read you. But like there is exceptions. Like it can be good if played a certain way. But I still wouldn't advise it honestly. There's no reason not to have 40 stamina if you're a melee build.
And hey guys, just let me know in chat. Like I'm doing my best to go and grab as many different names as possible. But if I start cycling through the same names and you haven't been summoned, just give me a heads up in chat, and I'll try to focus and make sure I pull you in. Okay? I think Bdubzs is just chilling. I don't think he's streaming too.
No, I'm not streaming.
The other thing that, like I noticed is Bdubzs knows all the timings, so like he can protect himself. If you're gonna attack out a stun, he can attack like that fraction of a second earlier, so that he'll always get priority. Like little things like that that I've not really fought somebody before that knows those things so well. It just increases the level of difficulty. Like it's just a bunch of little things like that. No, it wasn't bad. Like honestly, and this is the point that I was trying to make in my video is that could I change it to PSN names? I could, unless somebody has a problem with me doing so. I will change it back to PSN names. I'm just gonna give everyone in chat just a minute to object if they don't want their PSN ID exposed on stream. If I don't hear anything in like the next 30
Oh,
seconds, I'll
he
switch
jumped
it.
off.
Uh,
I don't know if it was an accident or not, but he
it looked like
died.
it was an accident. It looked like he got pushed into the corner there.
GG, bro.
Oh, is that you, Limits? Yeah, I mean, and that was what I was trying to say in my video is until you play a guy like this, you don't really understand how different it is than like even when you fight what you would think of as like a good player outside of somebody like, like a tourney player, you don't really understand how much better these tourney players are than kind of just players in general. And it's a rude awakening. But I mean, and that's why I showed like the first clip was me just getting my shit absolutely pushed in because I wanted people to understand like, there's no shame in it, right? He's just a lot better. That's all. All right, I'm going over to online IDs. All right, Ducky, I'll try to get you back in here in a minute. Let me make sure I'm getting everyone else at least once.
GG, bro.
GG. Yeah, I tried fighting Bdubzs with a greatsword using kind of like G9, like G9 Junior strats, for lack of a better term, like G9 strats not nearly as well executed. And what I found is it was just way too easy for Bdubzs to outspace me. And so you got to like really get in his face and either make him roll or make him react. But the problem is as soon as you get that close, the PKCS starts coming out. And I noticed that I think one of the reasons, and G9's in chat, so I don't know if maybe he has an opinion, but I think one of the reasons that he is one of the few people that can make a great sword work against somebody like Bdubzs is because he's also one of the few people I've seen who can really consistently reaction roll his PKCS and doesn't bite on the L1 waggles. And so he can stay up close and pressure Bdubzs that way.
Nice.
Yeah, Rabid one. I completely agree. Like every time I would go into these fights, I'd be like, okay, now don't panic roll. Make sure I wait and reaction roll. But there's so much pressure, and it just takes a long time to, I think, to develop the confidence to stand in there against it. Like I know I've gotten a lot better over time, but I still get punished all the time. GG
GG,
guys.
bro.
Hey Rusty, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Hope everyone in chat.
Sorry, I may end up getting some dupes here because I switched back from character names to PSN IDs.
How good, man?
Like throwing those Ultra R1s out is you know kind of scary because like you could get lucky and trade, but if you don't and he outspaces it, you kind of leave yourself wide
GG.
open. GG. You've got one shot before you got to run, Rusty. Okay, well you should be getting in here shortly. G9, you don't think that's a good setup versus the PKCS, the curved greatsword, and like hand axe? What would you recommend differently?
Nice.
Using a straight sword or S-stock offhand would be much better. That's a really interesting point, and Bdubzs kind of made the same point to me, and like because the hand axe, the great thing about the hand axe is you can pressure average players for sure, and even good players, and start forcing panic rolls and roll catching them because it too will roll catch on reaction. But against a player like Bdubzs, I don't know that speed is actually worth the trade. You're right. You might be better with the straight sword or like S stock. All one-handed hyper armor weapons are too easy for curved sword to punish. Yeah, I mean, I totally see that point, but at the same time, I also sympathize with a lot of people in chat because they've got these builds that they're best with, and even though the builds might not, in some sense, be optimal, um, they may be the best that the player can play with. Because, like, if I tried, for instance, to fight with curved sword, um, I would just get the shit beat out of me, even though that might be, in some sense, the optimal weapon just because I'm bad with it. Bdubzs is he's in the party with me, so he's kind of focused right now, but he is here. And hey, Vars, is it Varzire? Is that how you pronounce that? Varzir? GG?
GG, Oro. Yeah, Varzire.
Varzire, okay.
I'll probably need to be summoned again. I'm running out of stuff.
All right, do you want to just Black Crystal, or you got one more fight before you gotta go?
I'll fight this guy and then I'll get off.
Okay. Oh, somebody's got the obscuring ring on, I guess. Okay.
Nice. So I've seen what type of curved sword player he is. He R1's out of spam now. So next time, instead of going for the roll catch, I'm gonna go for the spam. Yeah. That's how you adapt quick. Like I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought that he was gonna roll at first, but he didn't. Now it looks like he's respecting me more because his health is low. So after the next running attack, I'm gonna try to roll catch him. Nice rolls. Oh, nice backstab.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Rusty's wearing the obscuring ring. I don't know if that's to be funny.
GG.
GG, Rusty. Nice fight, man. Unfortunately, you had the obscuring ring on, so a lot of it I couldn't see, but it looked like you got a backstab. Sorry, guys.
Alright, I'm gonna buy crystal.
That's fine. I'll come down and I'll resummon you here as soon as come back.
GG, guys.
The other thing that I can do is, I think, like if you're going back for exploding bolts or something like that, I'm gonna drop a pile of exploding bolts. I'm also gonna drop a blessing for you as well.
Okay. I have a lot of blessings. After I use one, you can drop one so I can have it in my inventory.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it here, and you'll use the one that you have, and then you pick this one up when you're ready.
Alright, that works. GG, Oro.
It's me, your boy.
He's finding his last performance like in Fords. Yeah, I know. There's so many different people in different setups right now. G9. Oh, it's me, your boy invaded.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. Oh, it becomes time that Amish has to not ember.
I'm going to go let the other Reds take care of him. Hopefully.
What weapon is he using? Oh, it's just gonna control.
He's probably not going
wants
to
to
go on
fight.
the button.
Oh, he just... Oh, yeah, he got me. Oh, messed up the parry though. GG.
Thank you.
Oh, wrong one.
Hey, Rusty, thanks for stopping by. I wish you could have stayed longer. Good fight.
GG's Rusty, bro.
Hey, Gabby, what's up, man? Thanks for coming.
What's up, Gabby? How you doing, bro? Oh.
Saw a little bit of a lag spike there.
GG.
GG, guys. Good spacing on that curve sword R1. That was nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Lurdix, what's up? Waited to hit confirm the weapon art. Nice. Lolinator Prime, what is up? Thanks for joining. Twitch account. You were the one that invaded. Yeah, even with respect to parries, it's kind of funny because like anybody can be parried in this game for sure, and it always comes down to one of those things like regarding like is it optimal? In invasions it often can be because of Estus, but in duels it usually isn't. Usually, GG.
GG, Huff.
All right, guys, I'm gonna summon one more player here, and I'm gonna have to head upstairs because my dogs are freaking out and lock them up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, nice spacing. Nice roll catch.
GG.
GG. Nice
So
rapid.
what I did right there is what a lot of people don't realize you can do in a clean connection. You can actually block the crossbow shot, and if you R1 with a curved sword, you'll hit them and stun them before their straight sword can. And the crossbow itself takes almost no stamina damage. So against someone that's trying to, if you have a curved sword, or I'm pretty sure it works with other similar speed weapons, maybe daggers, it also works as well. But I definitely know curved sword. You can just block the shot and R1, even against an S stock. Like I tried it. The delay time after the reload is too long for them. After the shot, it's too long for them to trade.
That's a good tip. So it looks like Silly Dog's taken the advice and he switched over. I can't tell if that's like an S stock or a straight sword. Not straight
Straight sword,
okay.
yeah.
The problem with the straight sword for me is it's just too easy to reaction roll and compared to like the hand axe. That looked like a roll catch to me. A nice roll there. Will the stream be saved after it ends? It should be. It's been a while since I streamed, but I believe it's configured. It'll save it for like 14 days, something like that. So it should be available as a video at the end.
GG. GG, bro.
If you want, I think G9, you said something about the straight sword R2s. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a really good point.
Yeah, the straight sword of the twos help that combo a lot.
You get stuck in the corner here at Old Wolf, and it's like a death sentence.
Legit.
GG.
You probably don't want to use Perseverance like that with that greatsword. You already have hyper armor that could easily go through my attacks. What you want to do is try to read me better and try to get me to fall for them. You don't want to try to use Perseverance. Unless you reset in your poise, it's not really worth really with greatswords. They're too slow. Nice, nice.
That stock straight sword wombo combo is pretty nice.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh, GG.
Good fight.
Nice. Yeah, I got hit by a lot of stupid combos that I could have waited a second after. GG, Varzar. Alright, put my sandbag or whatever again.
Kind of close. Alright. Vards here, I'll let you. You can have one more fight here with Bdubzs, but if you win, I just ask you to step aside here so we can get everybody else in here as well. Thank you. Oh, nice reads. That is definitely one of the other things I've noticed about really good players is you'll get them with like a mix up or a combo or something one time, but they learn and they adapt and they're paying so much attention to what you're doing. A lot of times you fall into patterns like you yourself don't even recognize that these guys do a really good job of recognizing and punishing you for. GG.
GG.
Good fight. Nice roll catch. Nice space.
Yeah, that was really good for him to block and not get staggered so he can go for that roll catch after. Really throw me off. Wow.
The jumping attack, I didn't expect that. GS requires you to have a wide skill set. I completely agree, and that was made even clearer to me. Before the stream started, Gina, I was fighting Bdubzs with a great sword, and I've done it a few other times, and I just get completely bodied. In fairness, I wasn't saying that straight sword was not viable against PKCS. I don't think I ever said that. I was saying that the thing I didn't like about the straight sword is that it was easier to reaction roll than the hand axe. And in fact, if I saw you were using the faster S stock to leverage into the straight sword R1s, I assume for precisely that reason. But yeah, I'm not saying it's not viable. In fact, straight sword with like Black Knight Shield is probably one of the top builds.
Yeah.
It's just why I don't like to use it with like a curved greatsword, and I was also saying that like against worse players, lesser players, it's good to get them panic rolling. But against a better player, the hand axe doesn't do as well because they have an easier time reaction rolling it, spacing it out, what have you. Oh, no. I wasn't saying it's not viable. Definitely not. It's totally viable. I was just speaking specifically to using it in place of the hand axe on certain builds. But I think against somebody like Bdubzs, it probably is a better choice than the hand axe. I think that's actually probably true, even though most of the time against 99% of players, I think the hand axe is probably a better choice. I can't believe that firebomb didn't hit confirm.
GG.
GG.
Lingos.
Another brave soul using two-handed greatsword. Although the Onyx has the reach on those R2s, which is pretty nice, and it definitely has more reach on the R1s. Like I personally have trouble spacing the R1s for whatever reason.
GG.
GG. Like I've tried fighting Bdubzs with Black Knight Shield and Straight Sword, but more probably just because I suck with a Black Knight Shield, I got absolutely bodied. But I do think it's a good build. It's just I'm not good at the build. Onyx is the longest greatsword. Yeah, like the charged R2s on the Onyx are really good. Like I like the Onyx, I like the Claymore. The greatswords that don't have the charged R2s or the pokes are a lot harder to use in my view. Yeah, I mean, I would say part of it's not me. Thanks for his air. I mean, part of it's not me. Part of it's Bdubzs for sure. Like most of it's him. But I also do suck with the build. Like I never play sword and board. But I'm sure even if I did, I would still get bodied, albeit not as badly. Yeah, the guard breaks. It's always a risk blocking with these weapons. especially because Bdubzs pressures so much that you might not be paying as much attention to your stamina as you normally would, and you're having to focus all your attention on what he's doing, and so things that you normally kind of pay attention to on the side, you can't pay nearly as much attention to. It definitely makes it a lot harder. Like I find because I'm so bad at sword and board, even when I have a shield, I almost never use it just because I don't think to use it. Yeah, and I think that's the key of Arzir is that if you just have to play really good players all the time to learn how to fight these builds. On that L1 pump. That's so brutal. Skip to my Nash, what is up? Skip to my Nash.
Yo, Skip.
We had
who's good, Skip?
Yeah, we had a bunch of fights here at Old Wolf earlier in the week. That was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot. Like, Skip to my Nash is not just a good player, he's a good teacher too, and he obviously is very observant, and he clued me into a lot of things that I was doing wrong. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Skip is a good teacher. Very smart guy. GG, bro.
So Bdubzs, I don't. If you muted your mic on purpose, that's fine, or took your mic off. But just an FYI that we can't hear you. I know he mentioned that his mic was giving him some trouble with his glasses too, so he may have to turn that off. PKCS pressure continues. Oh, nice spacing there. Well, I mean, I would not exactly call it a slaughterhouse for randoms. I would say a lot of the players here, actually, I know, and I would describe them as good players, not top tier players, and players that are pretty much unaccustomed to fighting a player of Bdubzs caliber. And frankly, unless you've played against a player that's as skilled as he is, it's really, really difficult to fight against somebody like that. GG. I don't know who that was that just brought the PKCS pressure game against Bdubzs. That's very nicely done, whoever that was. Nice job.
One, bro. Skip played me like a million times. He knows how to pressure me very well.
Well, was that Skip playing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Skip. GG,
job,
bro.
Skip. Well played.
Yeah, he plays with me very well. So me and Skip been playing together. We haven't played in a while, to be fair, but Really knows how to deal with my aggression.
Uh, Skip, next time if that happens, you can just stay in for another fight. You don't have to kill
Yeah.
yourself. I think I just summoned you, Bdubzs. Are you getting summoned in right now?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, GG, Skip. Yeah, definitely put your sign down, bro. I'm gonna take my mic off because I have to take my mic off to fight you. Lingos, yeah, I fought. He's the one with the.
The Onyx Blade, yep. Twitch account, is there a password for the club? Yes, absolutely. In fact, I'll leave another comment in the chat, but its password is Amish, soul level 125. And I think I mentioned this before, but I'll just reiterate. Just ask that, keep it close to 125. If you want to come in underneath, obviously that's your business. There's no upscaling, but you're just handicapping yourself. Um, but what I would say is, try to keep it at like 132 and below. Like, don't bring in any monster over level builds. Yeah, guys, I'm seeing. 130 is fine. That would be fine. Thank you. Yeah, guys, like the trash talk. Let's maybe take that elsewhere. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Try to keep this chill.
Wow, who's trash talking Hiroshima?
I'm not really sure. I haven't actually noticed it myself, but I've seen a couple other people comment on it.
Oh. There's gonna be some of that.
Yeah.
GG, bro. Try to get Skip back in here. If you see a sign now, have a rematch with him.
All right. Yep. I'll try to see if find it. Oh, I just stepped on somebody. I don't know who I brought in. I'll try to find them next. Yeah, the other thing that I've noticed, like, Dancer, when you first start fighting Dancer, is a tough boss because Dancer's attacks come, like, at weird timings. Like, the way they're telegraphed, like, she roll catches you a lot, and it's hard to get used to, and I feel like a good PKCS player is the same way. Like, their attacks are almost like, they feel almost random. G9, do
Yeah.
I have any mods? I actually do not, because I've only streamed a couple of times, but I should probably get a few of those. That's a good point. I'll have to take care of that. All right, I'm bringing Nash in.
Nice.
How do I actually make somebody a mod? Can I just like click on their name in chat and promote them to mod
Yeah,
status?
yeah. Or you can do like the side dash mod space their name at their name on Twitch, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to just click and do it. So yeah.
Hmm. I'll have to look into this afterwards. For some reason, it's not letting me do it. Not letting me add moderators.
Really, that's weird.
Hey, Hecto, what's up?
GGRO.
It looks like Silly Dog's abandoned his other builds, going for the PKCS. I think that would probably actually be my best bet if I were trying to fight right now, is I'd have to go with the PKCS. I do okay with the rapier. The hand axe, though, I got bodied with that thing continuously. I think I probably hit you in like 5 hours of duels. I probably hit you like 4 times with that thing. You're in bed at the moment, G9.
Nice.
Yeah, Silly Dog's I have to say he's doing a really good job of not letting you push him around. He's doing way better
Yeah,
with that than I
we
did.
also have like slight latency, so it's like a little weird for me to like play frame perfect with him. But he's regardless playing really well. It's not too bad, but any little latency when it comes to good players, it's a big advantage.
Mm-hmm. And hey,
Especially
Ecto,
in a game like this,
yeah,
that's not like balanced for PvP at all.
yeah. And Ecto, what I'd say is even if you have like a lower level build, keep in mind you could just make up a backup of your save file and then level them up. I'm sure you could find somebody to drop you souls if that's what you needed. And G9's correct, it's 125, so don't short yourself 5 levels.
GG, bro.
Good fights. You have to go limits. Well, thanks for stopping by. I saw you got in at least a couple of times. Hey, Ashran, what's up? Take care, limits. Thanks for stopping by. So Ashran, it looks like maybe you just joined. I don't know, or if you just the first time you've spoken up, but it's Password Amish, soul level 125. Obviously here at Old Wolf. If you're interested in fighting Bdubzs, just drop your sign and I'll pull you right in. Oh, you've been lurking for a bit. Okay. don't know. I wouldn't sell yourself short, Asher. And I've seen you fight. I mean, obviously you invade primarily, and you're probably not as good as the two people fighting right now. But to me, it's not about winning or losing. It's about like getting better and learning new skills. So plenty of people have been getting bodied today. I'm sure you've seen. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well done. Well done, Nash. Well done, Nash.
GG Nash, good shit, bro. That was a good match.
Well done, Nash.
GG Nash, good shit, bro. Yo, can you hear me, Amish?
Yeah, it looked like sounded like there was a bit of echo there just a moment ago.
Yeah, my stream was on a little too loud and I had to put it down. GG, man. It's fun not fighting Nash.
So as far as here, I'd say as far as coming in and fighting Nash, for the moment, probably not. Just because I want to make sure I give everyone as many opportunities as possible to fight Bdubzs. Especially like the non-turning players that typically wouldn't have an opportunity to play somebody as skilled as Bdubzs is. Nice fight, GG. But we'll see, like, depending on how things go later, if there's time, like, especially toward the end or something, I might just turn it into, like, a regular fight club or something. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If it was Bloodborne, you would join. I absolutely suck at Bloodborne PvP. Like I don't really even understand the fundamentals. Like I don't understand combos. I don't understand poise. Like I don't understand any of it. So anytime I meet somebody that has an even passing familiarity with the PvP system, I get bodied.
Alright. Why did Nash leave the world?
He got. Did he leave?
GG Nash. Come back in, bro. When I have a couple, definitely have a couple more with you.
Not used to curved swords at all. I know, and it's not just even not being used to curved swords. And in my view, it's being used to a really good curved sword player is something else. No, Nash. What I was saying is if you win, stick around for another fight. And the fight that you had afterwards was while we were waiting for Bdubzs, so I wouldn't have really counted that. I appreciate that, but definitely feel free to stick around for the next one, Nash. Plus, I imagine Bdubzs would probably like to get some run back if he can. Looks like Rabid One switched it up. He's got the S-Stock and the crossbow. Is that a heavy crossbow? Nice trade. Nice rolls. Oh, nice. Run your attack there.
Jesus.
Yeah, learning spacing, and the thing is, like, I always thought of myself as somebody that was good at spacing until I fought like folks like Bdubzs or G9 or Skip to My Nash, and it made me realize like I am not good at spacing. Like I'm good compared to average players, but
Oh,
I am
sorry, bro. GG.
nowhere near what these guys are.
There's still a lot of playing, a lot of practice. Honestly, just keep pushing yourself, playing your play style. Yeah, and you eventually start getting really good and mastering, seeing new little things with it that you never thought before. Oh shit.
Asheron's asking Bdubzs if he consider using another weapon. What I would say is maybe later, but I think the curved sword is his bread and butter, and I fought him where he's had a number of different builds, and he's bodied me with them all. But to me, the curved sword is the experience that you want, just because that's what's going to push you as far as possible.
Yeah.
If we were going to do this for like 12 hours or something, then I'd say, yeah, let's mix it up. But given that it's just one fight club, one stream, I think probably stick with the PKCS unless he wants to change, but I would leave that up to him.
I'll change it a little bit, I don't mind. Just get a couple more duels with the curved sword.
Okay. Oh, you want to see how he is with other weapons? That's totally fair.
GG.
Maybe Bdubzs can break out his Ring Knight paired greatsword build.
I might actually. It's pretty good in this arena.
Yeah, and I would be willing to bet that a lot of other players would be equally surprised as I was to learn of some of the features of that weapon. Like, I was totally unprepared for what that weapon was capable of doing. Oh, I was able to make you a mod. Okay, cool, silly dog. Thanks. Yeah, no obligation, silly dog. Just if you happen to see something that's mod worthy, feel free to do something, but obviously no obligation at all. It's an extension of his body, seriously. I think he probably sleeps with it.
GG, bro.
GG. Oops.
GG, bro.
Yeah, actually, I realized that this might devolve into a tryhard fight club. I'm actually trying to prevent that from happening. But I want everybody to have a chance, tryhards and otherwise, so I'm trying to mix it up.
That's what happens when you queue a running attack instead of a standing R1.
That looks like Bdubzs was expecting the old charged R2 into R1 bait. I've gotten so many people with that in invasions, like, holy shit. That's so effective.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like the idea. Or
GG.
I wasn't sure like how it would turn out and whether people would be interested in showing up. Because I figured most people knew going in that they'd probably get bodied, which isn't exactly everyone's idea of a good time. But I'm really glad to see so many people show up. It's been really fun for me. Looks like red hilted halberd. That's an interesting choice. I remember I had a stream where I was doing a dried finger run, and I had offhand hand axe and main hand red hilted halberd, which actually worked really well until everybody that was invading me switched over to like poisey greatsword builds, and then I just got bodied for the rest of the fight club, or the dried finger run rather. I got a lucky parry on Bdubzs earlier. I was playing with the rapier, and he was getting. I didn't go for any parries at all purposely, and I think it was the running R1 and the standing R1. I got a parry off, but I also know not to go for it very often because if I start to go for it in any predictable sort of way, I'm going to get bodied for it. And he beat me anyway.
Nice, GG.
Nicely done, Oro. Well done. Good fight.
Yes, sir. I just want to see a Bdubzs get parried. No, I refuse to get parried. I am not getting parried.
Yeah, Noro, stick around and you can have a Bdubzs again here when he comes in. No, go ahead and
Put my
stick
sign
around.
down. Try to get Skip if he has a sign down too. And I have a couple more matches with him. It's hard to ever find someone with a curved sword that gives me a hard time, so it's fun.
Alright. I was looking around. I haven't seen his name pop up lately, so I don't know if Nash, if you're still here and your sign is down, let me know and I'll pull you back in.
Yeah, maybe he had to go. I know it's like late for him where he's at.
Yeah.
The hour difference could be pretty big. Can we ask Bdubzs for counters against Pontiff Curve Sword? I mean, shields work very well against it as long as you know how to use it correctly. Because instead of getting roll caught, you hit the shield and then you roll away. Hyper armor, well-timed hyper armor, if you can read your opponent, works very well. You just gotta honestly, like the thing with Pontiff Curve Sword, a lot of things could beat it and do very well against it as long as you are up to par to the player. Like if you're up to par with the player when it comes to spacing and reading and stuff, then it shouldn't be that big of a problem and it shouldn't be that hard for you to like know how to use and play that weapon, a certain playstyle. That even if you don't win, it's hard for a Pontiff Curve Sword to win. A lot of it's like spacing and reading your opponent, and it's hard to reactive roll. It's like really hard to get to that point, but if all you have to do really is just fight it a lot. You start seeing how to outspace it and stuff. It's not that difficult to outspace the running attacks and punish it and stuff.
Did I summon you in, Bdubzs?
It's down. Yeah, I'm here. It's down. Varzwire summoned me. Oh my god. Varzwire, can you please not summon... See, this is... I don't know. Varzwire likes to mess up events. Like, can you just let the event go, Var? Like, you can fight Skip later. I'm sure he'll be down to fight you. Ready easy to reaction roll.
On PC? See, it's easy.
Yeah, it's definitely easier.
To me, it's easy. Like, I usually don't have trouble with PKCS players aside from Bdubzs. Like, he just absolutely murders me. Like, it's not just PKCS. It's like that arrhythmic attacking thing he does that just, like, he knows what I'm gonna do and he's totally one step ahead of me, and it's really annoying.
And it's really annoying. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and sorry, actually I don't have the right password set according to the password command. It is Amish. Alright, I suppose I could do that. Oh, nice mix up. Yep. I think silly dog.
GG, Huff.
Yeah, lowercase Amish. Oh, I'm sorry, you had the wrong password. That's frustrating. Yeah, but if it feels like I'm not picking up your sign or something, let me know. But when you go to set your sign down, you should see a bunch of other summon signs on the ground too. So if you don't, that probably means you got the wrong password set. But if you're having a problem, if I'm not pulling you in for some reason, if you've been waiting, let me know in chat and we'll get it fixed and I'll make sure I get you summoned in.
GG, man.
QY, what's your PSN ID? Go ahead and type it in chat so I make sure I look for it, okay? And Twitch account, same with you. Let me know what your PSN IDs are so I look out for them. I'll make sure I get you guys in next. Yes, this is PS4. That would probably explain it, unfortunately. You got overwhelmed. I know. Seriously, that's the thing. That's what you can't really communicate to people in videos. And again, that was the inspiration for this event to begin with, is that you don't really understand kind of how overwhelming his PKCS game is until you fight against him. Like, it's nothing that you've probably ever experienced before. It certainly, for me, was something I'd never experienced before. Again, that's why I wanted to do this, because I wanted people to get an appreciation for what it's like to fight somebody who's top tier like that. You can come join on a 90. Yeah, you're welcome to do that. You'll obviously be at a bit of a disadvantage, but it's totally fine if you come in underneath. Or you could back up your save file and level your 90 up to 125 and then just revert your save when you're done. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, and I think I've got a bunch of souls on this build too. So if somebody comes in and they want me to drop them some soul packets, just let me know and I'll drop you a bunch for leveling. I mean, to me, like if I were fighting him in this scenario, I wouldn't be thinking necessarily about winning and losing being like the metric of success. I would think instead about, how am I doing? Am I improving? Am I learning based on what this guy's doing to me? Am I figuring out how he's pushing me around? Those sorts of things. At least that's what I'm trying to take away from it, because if I judge success based solely on wins, then it would be a complete failure. Or is it okay if you pick up one or two people between summons for a duel? Yeah, it's totally fine with me. I guess it just depends on whoever it is that you're summoning, kind of up to them. But from my perspective, yeah, it's totally fine. Thanks for asking. And Twitch account, if you're asking me if I have a Crystal Partisan, not on this build, though I do have one on another build that you're welcome to. If you hit me up outside this stream, I can switch over and grab it for you. Oh, nice spacing from Nash there. That was really, really nice. And the nice thing about fighting Bdubzs with a PKCS is, the way he pushes people around with that Pontiff Knight, he knows he can be pushed around the same way, so it makes him a bit more trepid, I guess. Sticky Bandit's here. Hey, Sticky, if you're in chat, if you're in the stream, if you drop your sign, I'd love to pull you in. Let me know. I'll definitely pick up your sign. You'll be on it, but your family's using the PSN or the PS4. That's fine. Okay, cool. Just let me know when you put your sign down, though, so I can make sure I get you in right away, so you don't have to wait. Okay, guys, just 1 second here. I'm going to have to put down my headset and take care of something. I'll be back in about 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, cool. We got a bunch of people here still. And I'd say Nash and Bdubzs, if you guys are okay, maybe this could be your last fight and we can get some other people in here. I know had some new people join that I don't think have had a chance to get in here and fight yet. Sorry, guys, I put a chocolate in my mouth before I realized I had my mic on. GG's. Nice fight. I caught the tail end of that. That was nicely done. Thanks, Nash.
GG, bro. Yeah, nice session, Nash. My fault, guys. I'm getting a little scared away fighting Nash.
It's totally fine. I understand. He's really, really good.
Yeah, we haven't played in so long. Like I miss fighting that. Definitely want to have some more duels with Nash. I don't know how much longer or how much different players there is, but what time is it right now?
Well, I think
4:30.
I think we've got at least maybe a handful of folks that are just getting in. So I don't know. I'm not sure what your appetite is for this Bdubs. If you want to maybe call it at 5 or something, that's cool. Or if you want, it's up to you. Obviously, you let me know what you're thinking.
Um, I'm okay to do a couple more. I just don't want to stay for too long because I have to go be somewhere a little later.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, I just want to like a lot of the time fight Nash right now. So it's like I don't want to be a dickhead to everybody else. So I'm not trying. I'm just being real. That's why I might get off a little sooner than what I could have. But I mean, I'll fight everybody else that's coming in and hasn't fought me yet, obviously.
All right, so we've got some folks that are in already. Let me go through here and see if I can find anyone that has not been in yet. Okay. So I don't see any signs for anyone who has not yet been in. Um, so I would say, will I keep the club going? Actually, I probably can't only because my wife's actually home. I wasn't expecting her home till later, so I think I'm gonna go try and do
Hmm.
something with her. So probably no later than 5. We'll end this, and we'll
Okay.
probably. But what I would say at this point is I don't see anyone signed down who hasn't been in already. So if you want Bdubs, it's entirely up to you. I can keep pulling people in, or you can just finish off with whoever's still in my world and end it.
Yeah. It if you want to summon like one more set after this, if you want, it's cool. I don't know if Nash is still his sign down. If he wants to play another set, I don't know if he's still playing, but
Okay. All right. I'll get a couple
a
more
couple other
people in
players.
here then. Cool.
Did you?
Swish. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, and thanks to
Yo,
Bdubs.
yeah, GG's everybody. Swish. It was nice fighting you, man. I think I know you from YouTube, from like Dark Souls videos and stuff. If that's you, GG's, man.
Yeah, I see Silly. He's doing a pretty good job. He's been adapting pretty well. I think this is like his 4th or 5th fight, and I'm seeing him doing better and better each time. And Bdubs, man, he's so good at reading when you're gonna panic roll and when you're not, and you're gonna just stand there, and then he starts mashing, and man, it's just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's just hard dealing with latency with that. Latency kind of kills that because my timing's on. But if it's in a good connection, 100%, I can outspace everything perfectly. I can keep up the roll catches pretty smoothly.
I know. Like when we had really like today, really good connections, your roll catching was pretty well flawless. Like my rolling had to be
Yeah.
perfect or I got exposed.
Oh, that's really gauzy. You blocked an R1 out of it. Wow. Wow. GG, man.
GG Vapid. Another brave soul brings the great sword. I think I gave up on the great sword after just a couple of fights. I realized like that was not going to work out.
GG, bro. Yeah, I'll probably do one more session and one more set to summon or whatever, a couple duels with Ash, and I'll probably get off.
All right, Nash. I don't know if you've got your sign down. I'll bring you back in here. So you've got two people here. Oh, I got invaded.
I know. And 3 hits from a greatsword is all it takes to come back.
Yep. A great sword of judgment too. That thing can do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I have a build for it, actually. I have a pretty good build for that weapon. GG.
Hey Nash, I don't know if you have your sign down, but if not, I think Bdubzs wants to fight you again. So I've got a couple people in, GG Ducky, and so I think I'll probably end the stream here with bringing Nash back in.
Yeah, that would be nice.
GG Ducky.
Yeah, GG Ducky. You play pretty good, bro, with that greatsword.
As far as you're taking out the trash. I don't mean that literally. Taking out the invader. GG. Good fight.
GG. I need to like restock. Might have to get every something.
That's fine. Or don't forget there's stuff I dropped for you over in the corner. I don't know if you grabbed any of that.
Oh, right here. Yeah, I haven't used Divine Blessing yet. When I use it, I'll pick it up.
Okay. And there should be like 29 explosive bolts. If there's something else you need, let me know too. Or if you just want to go back and
nice.
resummon you, I can do that too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just... that's just already here, actually. Fuck it. I'll just fight.
Okay. And those roll catches. Like on a good connection, when you can start roll catching somebody on reaction, like with the hand axe, I found, like if the connection's subpar, I still have to predictively roll catch. But if I'm on a really good connection and I can reaction roll catch, that's so deadly. GG, good fight. Rabid one, just have your girlfriend play Dark Souls. I'm sure she probably loves Dark Souls as much as my wife does. Say not at all. I'm sure my wife would thank God for a world without Dark Souls. And Nash is so good at spacing that PKCS out too. That's so awesome. Nah, it's not poor me. Actually, my wife's actually very tolerant of my hobbies like this. She's a gem. Want to do 1v1s on stream? Actually, I would, except I'm going to have to end the stream here pretty shortly. I think after these fights with Nash, we're probably going to call it just because I got other stuff to do. But honestly, like this was a lot of fun, and I would definitely be up for hosting some sort of Fight Club-based stream again in the future. It wouldn't necessarily have to have Bdubzs as the focal point, but we could have a bunch of people in and have a Fight Club. I think that would be fun. And maybe I could get in some fights in the next Fight Club as well. Yeah, I have a perfect connection with Bdubzs as well. The next Fight Club.
GG, Nash. I actually wanted to call it and have a little session with you. That was an accident. I did not mean to kill you. Thanks, Mash. Yeah, I realized that what I was doing against you that was getting me really punished was the fact that after I did a running attack or an R1, even if it was safe, I noticed that you kept coming in to make me panic roll anyway. So I figured that if I stop being as scared of getting R1 instant R1 punish and just stick around R1 spam more or something like that, that it would have countered that. It happened like 2 or 3 times in that fight. I just noticed that I was messing up and like kept running, like rolling and running away for no reason after an attack when you weren't like R1ing straight away. So yeah, that's how I changed up a little bit right there. Can you hear me, Amish?
Yeah, I can, and that's a really good point too, because that's what you bully me because I get so scared of that PKCS that I start backing off in fear of getting roll caught, and so I should, in some situations at least, just start mashing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't. It's like hard for me too because I'm never really in that position to panic roll. Like I never get to that position, so it's like so awkward for me and so off. When there's another good player putting me with a curved sword in that position, that's why I like fighting Nash because I don't ever get put in that position by anything. Like it's like good practice for me because I don't get to reactive roll and practice that as much as I would like. Like I could tell by Nash how I was rolling that PC helped him a lot with the reactive rolling. He became a lot better at reactive rolling.
Oh, nice read, you dick.
Yeah, thanks, Skip, for that. Skip kept coming to punish my whiffs. I'm not leaving now. I'm just running.
Oh God. Bless it. Stop. Ooh, almost.
Did he just try to parry me? You cheeky bastard. You almost got me too, honestly.
It was a couple of frames. If you had waited even like 2 frames later, I'd have gotten you.
For real.
Okay, man. Well, hey, thank you everybody for showing up today, and especially thank you to you, Bdubzs. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to show up today. And show people.
No problem. It was a pleasure, man. It was fun.
Cool.
It was fun. It was nice fighting everybody. Everybody that fought me for the first time. A couple friends. Definitely, man. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Okay, good deal. So, I gotta figure out this whole raid business here. Okay, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks again, Bdubs, and everybody who showed up. Thank you and take care, guys. Have a great day.
You good one, man. Join the stream.
I'm ending it right now. Hang on.
Peace out, people.